And good morning and welcome to the MyTarot morning reflection, daily inventory, whatever you want to call it, where we can actually take a moment to ourselves, relax, and maybe get in touch with the universe. Or as I like to say, where we go to the universe and the universe holds up a mirror and asks us, what do we see? So, and I happen to do that by using the tarot. So, and I was actually sitting here nice and quiet today. I've determined I was going to go to bed early last night, which I did. And then that I was going to actually get in here and just breathe for several minutes before sitting down here, because I have this habit. My clock starts readjusting itself, where I start going to bed later and later, and I start, time starts compressing. 5 minutes, it's like, well, 6 minutes has gone by. I thought it was only 5. So, at night, during that time I start waking up, well, I learned after getting jet lagged. I'd read about melatonin. So I do have seasonal affective disorder, where the seasons do affect me. And it affects my sleep time. So I find that twice a year, if I take melatonin for about 4 or 5 days, 30 minutes before I want to go to bed, the time that I should go to bed, it'll reset my clock. And did it last night and got a full 8 hours sleep, and it's going to be amazing to actually see what happens again, once I get my clock reset. I just know that I feel so much better. So, what do we have going on today? What does the universe have for us? As I sit here listening to the cards like they're the sounds of the ocean, I have my feet flat on the floor, but is our butt comfortable? Is our shoulders comfortable? Is our neck comfortable? And are we breathing? That's the big question. Are we breathing? Clear our minds so that we can see if there's anything that the universe is trying to show us. Sometimes it's obvious and it's right in front of our face, but we're so busy we don't notice the obvious things right in front of us. Again, that's part of the reason why I use the tarot. So I'm going to make 3 stacks, each one a different thread going out to the universe, each one a different thought or conversation. And if we believe in the multiverse, each one of these is like a different path, because this stack will lead down one conversation and these down 2 other paths. And today I'm going to go with what's right in the center, what's right at the heart of things. I'm going to do our 3-in-1. Get that extra breath in there. Extra sip of coffee. Okay, so what does the universe have for us today? So I'm going to flip each card over one at a time, like they're pages of a book. Ooh, and the 7 of Swords. This is perfect as an explanation. So you know how I was saying that, okay, for me, I start struggling to get 8 hours sleep. And 7, look at this guy here. This is what happens to me when I don't get enough sleep. If you look in the books, it says a trader, somebody doing that. It's like, if we bring this down to a human level, what's really going on here? So I know that the way I look at this is that the 7 of Swords, 7s are about potential and ambition and drive. Swords are thoughts. Swords are ideas. And this is a card about anxiety. And often when this card comes up in a reading, I'll ask the person, have you ever done something that you normally wouldn't, and then come back later and said, I can't believe I did that? What was I thinking? Well, when we're not taking care of ourselves, when we're not getting enough sleep. Sometimes there's things we do that we normally wouldn't. So this is a card of, swords, ideas, sevens. It adds up. It adds up to like an anxiety to try and get things done. But sometimes, again, maybe we're not thinking too clearly. Maybe we're just trying to hurry stuff up. She has him described as a person, looks like he's stealing these swords, leaving two behind. But personally, when I don't get enough sleep, look at how he's handling these swords. It's like, that's asking for stitches. We're just not thinking clearly with this card. And he's looking at something. So, what is he looking at? Oh, it's the King of Wands. Wands are fire and energy. Kings, the cards, court cards, could be us, somebody else, or part of the situation. Gender neutral. Masculine or feminine is what the card is. And so here's this masculine energy card mixed with fire. This is like somebody who's a project manager, if we want to bring it to a human level. This is about needing to get things done. And so the wands are creativity. The wands are, our energy. And yet these two are kind of staring at each other. Almost, am I getting away with something? It's like, you're not going to, can I be 5 minutes late to work? Everybody else is. Nobody's going to notice. Well, somebody notices. We just don't realize it because we don't want to see it. So I'm going to turn over the next card, which is the Emperor. The Emperor is about taking charge. The Emperor is about being in command, doing what we need to do. Notice that these cards are not about emotions or feelings. These cards are about action and doing. So there's a couple different ways to look at this. So I'm going to be curious to see what the advice card is. But this might be us doing something. And again, this could be us or somebody else. And this could be our revelation of realizing that maybe we are not thinking right. Maybe we're anxious. Maybe there's anxiety. And it might be us where we have to examine this. And if we can get out of our own head, then maybe we can take control of the situation, take charge. But I'm curious to see what the advice card is, because this can define the whole thing. Okay. And it is the Three of Coins. So threes are about growth. Coins are about home, health, finances, all those things that keep us grounded. And I like how Pamela Coleman Smith has these three people here. And they have started this project. It's, twos are when we're making a choice. Three is when the choice is made and we need to start that project. And so as you can see, this person is actually starting the project and they're consulting here. So today, and again, none of these have anything to do with cups, emotions, or feelings. These cards are about getting out of our head. It's like we know when we're doing something wrong. We know when we're doing something wrong. If this center card here is, for example, a boss or somebody else, you're not the only one who knows you're doing something wrong, even though you think you are. Again, I'll use the example. Everybody else is 5 minutes late for work. Who's going to notice if I am? Well, it doesn't matter what other people are doing. If I'm not getting enough sleep and I'm not taking care of myself, these are my actions. But this is saying about being part of a team. Growth. Moving, threes, 1 + 1 = 3, because we always talk about relationships, 1 + 1, and then you get a baby. All that, blah, blah, blah. But the main focus here is that, are we getting away with something? Are we taking care of ourselves mentally? Because we're being watched. The advice card is about being part of a team. Watch what happens if I do this. See how that changes? This is the advice card. See how that changes the whole reading here if this is the advice card? This is almost as if waking up, we're being watched. The whole point is that we have a chance to really make something out of this moment. This story is amazing. Watching what we're doing, whoever this is may be observing us. And then this is how we end up feeling. We're the emperor. And again, this is about taking clues from the universe, listening to the universe. But this is a totally different story. So we have a chance, a potential, and I do believe that this is us becoming aware. Because the moment we look at this tarot, the moment we look at our reflection, it's the moment we have the ability to change our actions. So the Wheel of Fortune spins. This could be us. We're being observed. And this person looks like it's one of the few cards where they're staring straight at us. What if this is about being caught and being judged? We're forewarned now. Oh, excuse me. But again, excuse me. But we need to work on, our interpretations. And my interpretation is that the Wheel of Fortune spins. We have two different ways to go here. Either this could be us, or this could be the person who's going to end up judging us. I'm saying that we want to take control of that Wheel of Fortune. We want that Wheel of Fortune to spin. And that ultimately, we want the positive outcome of these two observers. A positive outcome of these two observers instead of a negative outcome. We can do this today. We are now aware. We're looking in the mirror here with the tarot. If this is positive, it's because we spun the wheel and we've done positive things. Positive things bring positive effects. Because this is, tell me that's not, like, a lot of people cringe at this card because it's such a father figure. Do positive things, positive outcomes. Do negative things, and this just looks like a negative card just waiting for a boot to fall. So, get this image in your mind today. It's in my mind today. I know that there's some projects I need to do. I need this advice card. I needed to see this to remind me, whether I know it or not, I am being watched because it's my job, right? This could also be family. It could be anything else. But we're not as slick as we think we are. And the outcome is a major card, so we need to pay attention to that. So keep this image in mind. Have an amazing day. Think about that outcome. We can turn this into a positive, or this could be our reflection in the mirror. It's up to us. And with that, thank you again very much. I hope you have an amazing day, an amazing evening. Keep this in mind. This is what we need to focus on today. And I hope you have that amazing day. Thank you again, and take care.